right, guys, welcome back to the Talking Shit with B-Rag podcast. So we're just starting this show off with another person that we've already had on the show. This is kind of a continuation of what we've already done. At this point, he's probably had 2 episodes out right now, but you know what? He's been such a great guest. I needed him back on. I mean, he's literally, as far as people that I've had on the show, dude, you do such a great job. So it's just like so natural. You know what I mean? It's like no dead air. It's just like we can sit here and bullshit all day long, and I fucking love it. Yeah. My boy, Steve Chrisman. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good
to have
man.
You back on the show.
Fuck yeah, it feels good.
I fucking love it. Yeah. So the way we're probably going to release your episodes is because the last one we did, we went for almost 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
Or something like, it was like 2.5 or, you know, it was a long fucking time. So the way we're probably going to release it is I'll make that 2 episodes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that'll be 2 episodes, and then however long we go today, I'll decide whether or not it'll be 1 or 2 episodes.
Right.
But we did such a good job the last time. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
So
the chemistry's there. You know what I mean?
That,
so,
I'm going to say this. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for,
Hell yeah. Hey, like, subscribe, and follow that goddamn YouTube page. We need all the subscriptions we can get. I think at this point, I mean, we're not going to release these for a while because obviously we're backdating the fuck out of these things.
Yeah.
So I think right now I have like 140 something YouTube subscribers. Yeah, but we've also been a dead channel for how long?
Right. It's been 3 months.
Yeah. I haven't
2
put
or 3 months.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't put any content out in a long fucking time. So I'm excited. I can't wait to. It's like almost re-establishing the channel. It's going to be fucking I mean, when we did it the last time, it got so much love, so I hope it's the same way this time. But like, what you guys are gonna see over the next couple months is like, so these are all old episodes. I mean, what is the date today? It's like before Halloween.
October 18th.
So whenever I decide to put all these out, we're moving. Hey, we're finally getting out of this fucking apartment. Can't fucking wait. So we got a 3rd bedroom in this new house that we're moving into, and it's going to be a full-on studio. So eventually you guys will see the transformation of us not being in this studio, and then we'll be in like a full-fledged studio. So I can't wait for that.
I'm excited for you guys, man.
Well, thank you. Really. I appreciate it, buddy. I mean, I can't fucking wait not to be in this apartment anymore, dude. Yeah. It's been so... I mean, you of all people, being such a good friend of mine, you've seen more than your fair share of shit go down in this house. Being here from sun up to sundown to sun up again. You know what I mean?
I was actually just telling I was telling somebody about you. I was like, we would be all fucked up 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, yo, play the drums, man. And he'd be like, no, I'm not playing the drums.
Well, because
and I'll be like, no, play the fucking drums. And again, I'll say it every time. It reminds me of that scene on Superbad. It's just like he sings so beautifully.
Oh, dude. So like what everybody doesn't know is like I live above a laundromat, and there's a school bus garage not too far away. And it's like, I remember one day we were getting super fucked up and the sun was coming up and we're outside. It's like 7 a.m.
They're getting the buses.
There's there's a whole bunch like what it was. I'm not gonna say names, but there was at least 7 or 8 of us. Yeah, and we're doing bad shit.
And you know what? The funny thing about it is that's not even like a weekend. This was during the week.
Yeah,
kids are going to school.
So like all the buses are getting ready, and we're like out by my old truck, just smoking cigarettes because we just done some bad shit in the apartment. Use your imagination. I'm sure you can figure it out. I mean, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but you can figure it out. And like, dude, that was a normal thing that went on in this apartment when I didn't have my kid. Like, at that point in time, like, it was a whole bunch of bullshit going on with everything in my life, and like, I didn't have my kid as much as I do now. And when I didn't have her, it was off the rails. You'd
be behind me cleaning up with Lysol wipes, like, I can't fucking have any of this on there.
I was so fucking anal about shit. Like, dude, like there'd be a bunch of gorillas in here just doing dumb shit. And again, use your imagination. You know what we're talking about. We talk about bad shit on here all the time.
Thin little white lines.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, perfect. Thin little white lines.
Yeah.
But I'm behind these guys spraying fucking Lysol cleaner. Like, I can't leave any residue. Like, I gotta get it gone. I gotta
Yeah.
get it gone.
What if you fucking put your hand in the fucking shit, bro? I'm like, all right, I understand.
I was like the
yeah,
Martha Stewart of drug addicts. Like, don't leave your residue behind because it's a bad time. Oh, dude, fuck me.
I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
planning on laughing that hard.
Oh,
you
you're
know?
good, dude. You're good. This is the whole point of this. Like, so before we even started rolling, like, I'm like getting all nervous because we were just telling. I was like, dude, every time I do a fucking show, and these guys have heard it 1,000 times, I hate introing the show.
Yeah.
I get so nervous. Like, I knew we had to do this podcast today, and all day today, like, my hands were shaking. I was super scared. And I'm like, Lindsay goes, it's fucking Steve, dude. Like, you've known him your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is your problem? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like pacing back and forth, and I'm like,
Trent, you
I'm
got
gonna
the
die.
the podcast mode going.
I'm
in,
gonna fucking die.
Gotta get ready.
I'm like sweating so bad. I'm like, I fucking hate doing this. And then all of a sudden I sit down and I'm just like, give me 1 second. Hey.
Well, we started talking like we just kind of started fucking off.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
And then we got actually rolling. He's like, wait, hold on. All right, introduce the show. Because it just comes naturally. It really does.
Yeah, so like that's my whole thing about this is like once I'm in this chair and I'm like, what you guys don't understand is there's all these bright fucking lights on us right now, which I'm sure you could figure out because it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so fucking dumb. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a million bright lights on us right now. Eventually we'll have multiple cameras and shit, but like once you get in this chair and you're behind the microphones and you got the headphones on, it's just like it's a whole different ball game. So like your whole demeanor, your whole mindset changes.
Yeah.
You're just like, game time, baby. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
But like I can't. Dude,
I
I
get
want
it,
to
though.
throw up.
Yeah.
Like earlier when we were just outside smoking, I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking puke, dude. I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this shit. It's the fucking worst. I hate it. I hate it so much. But yeah, buddy,
Yeah,
glad to have you back.
You make me want to throw up. But
It's not even you. It's just the show. It's nothing to do with my guests. It's
No,
literally.
I get it,
It's
though.
the pressure of the show.
Yeah.
That's what like makes me so nervous because like I'm like,
Well, I mean, even me coming here today, this is like my second time, right?
probably
So-
fourth or fifth.
Right.
No,
Well,
yeah,
behind the mic.
it's your second time.
It's my fourth time, baby. I did
Yeah.
old class dick, but
well, hey,
anyway. But anyway, this
I
is
wasn't
like,
going there, but anyway, you fucking asshole.
dark humor.
Yeah.
All right, that's why we're here.
Go ahead.
I fucking forgot what I was gonna say. All right, cool. Fucking.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, so this
Yeah,
is like my
there you
second
go.
time here.
Yeah.
And it's only been a couple weeks since I've been here, but even for me, it was like, oh man, like how do we start this off? You
well.
know?
So all right, I would love to. I want your opinion on this to the fullest. Like when you first, so obviously you've seen the show
Yeah.
because it's all over YouTube, whatever. So when
Fucking huge,
when
bro.
it was at one
Yeah.
point. It was at one point.
You know what I miss? Honestly, not to derail from your conversation.
oh yeah, you're
but
good.
I think you should put out more like short reels.
Yeah, that's like
Dude,
the go-to.
yeah.
People love those. Yeah.
Yep.
So once, I mean, I think I did all right in that aspect, but it's like
Yeah.
to be able, I have to sit there and like watch an entire episode to like find out what is like the right clips to make
okay.
and like break them down. And usually I try to do it based off of memory, and I'll be like, oh,
Right.
that
this
so and
spot.
so brought this up. Let me go
Yeah.
to that spot, record, and then I got to break it down and make a clip or whatever. But no,
Right.
I definitely got to get better at doing that.
I
But-
didn't. Oh, I kind of forgot that you're pretty much a 2-man show.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
It's
I
just
mean?
me and Keith. I mean, we fucking try to do our best. But my question to you is, when you first, so like Steve was away for a little while, which we're gonna touch base on today. So like that's
Yep.
kind of what I wanted to touch. Honestly, I don't remember how we left off the last episode.
Yeah.
You don't remember either. So today we're going to get off into a whole nother topic, hopefully, because I don't think we touched base on it. But when you first came here, it was the first time me and you have seen each other since you've been home from prison.
Right.
And so when you walked in here, I had all the lights on, everything was set up. Like, what was your initial response? Because you've seen the show. So, like,
Right.
did you think it was like some jinky ass fucking, like, or did you, knowing me, did you were just like, oh, this kid's got a whole production? Like,
Well,
what was your actual thought process on it?
So I watched the episodes and shit.
Yeah.
Like when I came home and everything, I didn't have really anything to do, so I was like, oh fucking, let's support
Yeah.
B-Rag, And but no, I mean, I loved watching it.
Yeah.
But coming here and seeing like behind the camera, it was like, wow, okay, this dude's doing a lot with a little.
Yeah, it's why. Like, so this is literally recording on a budget right here.
Yeah.
Like, I got all this equipment.
And you guys do a good job at making it look good, sound good. And
I was gonna
everything.
say it has. So I do the optics. Like, I make it look as good as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And like before, we filmed everything on my iPhone, and that became a huge problem. Which, if you have an iPhone, storage, all that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So that was like the beginning of the show. Then I buy a camera, and I got a light donated from a former guest who is a Instagram model. I mean, shout out Mala. I fucking love you. You're the best.
Yep.
So she donated lights. I got even more lights, and then we got this cool camera, and it was just like, how can I do this as cheap as I like? One of these lights is from Family Dollar.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Fuck it.
So like,
dude.
I tried to do this as cheap as I possibly could, and then all this recording shit is from one of my buddies. Shout out Timmy. I met this kid at my current job orientation, and then we hit it off, and then we were having lunch together one day, and we got on the topic of podcasting. And I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I would love to. I think I told you this. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I would love to start a podcast. I've been told a million times I should write a book, but it's just like,
Right,
it'd be
right.
easier to do a podcast. And then he ends up selling me all this equipment for next to nothing.
That's awesome.
And then
bro.
here we are. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the way that I release episodes, this is probably going to be like in the 30s. So like, it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
Like, it just,
yeah.
it blows my mind every time I bring it up. And I know I've brought it up 100 million times, but it's just like, this is crazy. The people that actually watch this, I
Yeah.
fucking appreciate you guys so much. And like, you have no idea. This is, it's wild. It's wild. I fucking love it, dude.
And you know what I like about it is like you had a dream. Like,
kinda.
You know,
Yeah. No, I get what you're
I had
saying.
a
Yeah,
dream.
yeah.
But no, like seriously, you had a vision of like what you kind of wanted to do, and you made it happen. And it looks good for what you're doing.
dude,
what you're
thank
doing
you.
it with.
Thank
Like,
you.
I actually really enjoy watching a podcast.
I like it. So now you're gonna be able to watch yourself and see
Dude,
how
that's-
cringy it is.
Yeah. I thought about that after after I left. I was like, damn, I wonder how
Just
like-
imagine watching yourself episode after episode after episode after episode after
Yeah.
episode. It fucking sucks.
you're like, damn, why do I act like that? Like, what do I
So for the most of my life, everybody's like, I have this fucking accent of my voice, which you were just
Yes.
doing earlier.
Yeah.
And then I watch back these episodes, and I'm like, I don't fucking sound like that. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, I kind of do, but I don't.
I do, but I don't exactly. Like I do have this weird. I do have a weird accent. Like nobody sounds like me.
No.
But I don't
No.
sound like how you guys portray it to be. Everything's like, dude, what's up? I'm fucking B-Rag. Like, could you imagine if that was a show? Nobody would watch it.
You know, dude, you know it's fucking great. It's having B-Rag do the B-Rag voice.
Dude, what's up? Hey, come on. As per usual, we got the dog fucking shit up.
That's a new one. I've
fuck.
never heard B-Rag do the B-Rag voice. So that was a first for
I
me.
think it's been a thing a couple times on the show where I just do my voice because that's like what everybody thinks I sound like, and I'm just like, I don't sound like that, and they're like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And then especially when I got a dip in, I'm just like, yeah, I always like have
do.
a weird
Yeah.
lift, and I'm like, what's up?
I have a video. Of us, right?
Please don't.
One of these nights. One of those nights. that
You,
we're-
you. So that was the thing with Steve is like we'd be out partying and he'd be in the back corner just like filming. Yeah, you did.
It was
You
a,
used to-
we, I was
Shout out
record-
Kobe Hunter. He used to do it at Kobe's all the time, dude. We'd be sitting there partying, and then all of a sudden Steve's just fucking going like this, just filming everything, just like incriminating everybody. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? And then the next morning I'd see these videos, and I'm just like, this fucking asshole.
So I was taking a fucking front Snapchat, right? And he didn't know it, and he's like, "That fucking dude's a scumbag."
Where we become mutual. My dad literally was never in my business life until 2 years ago. Just we know how it works.
I talk a lot of shit, as you guys know, so that sounds about right.
I need to show you that sometime.
I mean,
That's fucking.
we
great.
can put it in the episode.
Fucking, yeah.
No, I can send it to Keith, and
Yeah.
Keith can put it
I'll
up.
send that to you. But going back to Colby, I stopped at Colby's before coming here.
Shout out Kobe Hunter. We love you, buddy.
He wanted me to say fucking what's up, dude.
I
to you.
listen. We've been very distant lately, so I don't want to air his business out. We'll talk about this off camera because I want to know what's going on with him. Some shit's been some shit's been happening. So I would love to. I don't actually know what's going on with him, so I want to know.
I don't think he would mind.
I mean, I don't want to air his laundry out.
Yeah, that's.
I
true.
mean, it's up to you.
That's
I
true.
mean, I
No,
don't. I
that's-
don't want to put
no.
him out. I mean, thousands of people will see this shit. So
Well, you see,
he's
I-
got kids and shit. So.
I forgot that we're gonna be on a podcast.
Yeah,
It's not just us. You know what I
See,
mean?
that's the biggest thing about this shit is like, I didn't think anybody was gonna watch this dumb shit, and then all of a sudden it was just like, yeah, everybody likes watching this dumb shit.
But yeah, man.
Fuck, dude.
Fucking.
Hey, so why were you late today? Because the last time you were real on time, you were very punctual, and then today,
Because
what the fuck happened?
I was at Colby's.
Oh, you fucking
Yeah.
cocksucker! He had a place to be.
I stopped
We had a
by.
recording time.
I really yeah. I was like, damn. We were like, oh, it's 3:04. I was like, fuck. All right, gotta go. But
No, I'm just kidding. I
Yeah.
knew you weren't. I mean, you bailed on me a couple times back in the day, but there were other circumstances involved, so I get it.
yeah, I usually
This
passed out
time
for
I
12 hours.
Right, yeah. This time I was just like, he has no excuse. And that's when you texted me. I'm like, God damn, I was literally just about to text you. Be like, you better not be.
Right. No, would never skip out on you, my man.
Thanks, buddy. Well, anyway, so like I said, I don't remember where the fuck we left off on the last episode, but our man went away for a little while. I don't even know how to bring this up without being abrupt or like rude or whatever, but you had a situation, and I haven't had anybody like you on the show yet, and I would like
Yeah.
to kind of touch base a little bit, and
Yeah.
so you guys might know, you might have caught on from the last couple episodes, Steve did do a little bit of time.
Yeah, just a little stint.
So
year and a half.
Yeah, I mean nothing crazy. It wasn't anything nuts, but like I wanted to know your experience from it because so many people out in the world, I mean you watch all these YouTube reels and all this shit, and people that from our walk of life, they're like, "Oh, it was easy, it was this, it was that." And it was just like I want to hear from firsthand experience from a very close friend of mine, like
Yeah.
luckily, you know how crazy I am.
Yeah.
I have dodged that bullet, knock on wood.
Every time I'm around you, my
yeah, dude,
nose
I had to
runs.
shit the second I started talking to you.
Right. This
I'm not
happened
kidding.
The first time
My
too.
stomach started hurting, and I'm just like, we're not doing anything bad.
I don't. Yeah.
It's just, dude. I think it's just our relationship because of like when we used to do what we did. You know what I mean? When we weren't banging, so calm down. But when we used to get together, it was party.
we used to get together.
When we used to,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
partying.
Yeah, it was.
And if you guys know, you know. And it was like instant. Like I'm fucking sitting here, I'm setting everything up, and I'm just like, why do I have to shit so bad?
about to do a land.
Yeah, I'm about to do a gagger, but I'm not. Like, what the fuck, dude?
How you doing?
My fucking body is like telling me, like, hey, you better get ready for this. And then my brain is like, you're not doing anything. Like, calm the fuck down, dude. So, like, it went away. But yeah, same thing, dude. Same fucking thing. I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All right. With another derailment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a show, baby. We said it on the last episode. I mean, we have no rhyme or reason to the show. It's just all over the place. It's a fucking conversation between best friends. Unless you're a special guest and I don't know you and I'm interviewing you, this is it, baby.
Yeah.
So bring up whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
and if we gotta cut it, we gotta cut it. So we have that opportunity at this point in our career.
Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. All right. No.
Dog. Fuck off.
So yeah, I did a year and a half. Well.
So go right. You don't have to go why, but like, so all right. So the first time you got arrested, or when you got arrested that day. Sorry,
yeah, I'm glad you could rephrase that because that's not the first time.
Well, no. I mean, look at how many times I've been arrested. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so from that day, did you know? Did you go home at all?
No.
The first time you got arrested, that time, you didn't go home, right? It's just been from the time you got arrested to the time you got out, right?
Yeah, they kept me with no bail. Like I couldn't even bail.
No
if I
bail.
wanted to. No bail.
Like you're Pablo Escobar trying to flee the country. Like this guy's a flight risk. We can't fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
His
mean,
little boots and all.
Yeah. My size 8 Chippewas that I got for half off.
If you don't know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
His little booties.
Now I feel like I got a little fucking flannel on today. Whatever.
Oh, you guys don't even know. Oh my God, his little booties.
Dude, you were like, what the fuck are those? But they were so comfortable. Like,
dude,
they just looked terrible.
I got to elaborate now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, dude. So when we first started hanging out, he had these work boots on, and we all wore work boots, whatever. And Steve's he's not a small guy. Like, he's not short. Like, he's a normal sized guy. He's Xavier set, whatever. And watch the camera. He's a bigger guy, but whatever.
I'm fucking pleasantly
plump. He's pleasantly plump. But you would look down and you would think that he would have like normal sized boots on. But he looked like the Wicked Witch of the West. And he had these tiny little boots on. And we're like, what the fuck are those? He's got these little ass work boots on. It's the tiniest work boots I've ever seen in my... I think Cadence could have fit in them. And me and Bass would be like, look at your little boots. He's riding a Harley with the tiniest boots on I've ever seen in my life. And then we're like, what size are those? He's like, 9.5. I didn't even know they made 9.5 size work boots for grown men.
Shut up. You're a fucking asshole.
That's what the little boots are.
You got me crying over here, man.
He's got these little boots.
Because it was kind of hard to get to the shifter on the Harley,
oh
too.
My God, yeah, he didn't have the extended, he didn't have the extended shifter I did though.
Yeah, well, yeah. I really liked it.
Oh God damn, he had those little boots.
That was, oh man. Every time, too. Every time. You got your little boots? Steve's in the little boots.
Every time. It doesn't matter who we were with. We were with the fucking Hells Angels. It doesn't matter. We're bringing up his little boots. We're like, where's your little boots, bud?
The fuck do they mean?
Well, because he's like a normal size bigger guy. And he just like...
What's a normal size bigger guy?
I don't know. What do you mean? You want me to explain? He's like a normal height, bigger guy.
Right.
But then he would have these little boots, and it was just like him walking around in Cadence's sneakers. And I'm like, how do you even stand up?
That was... And to be fair, there were Chippewas.
Oh, they're the tiniest little boots I've ever seen.
That's when Herbs was going out of business. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a half off Chippewas, and little did I know they look ridiculous.
Oh my God! I don't think anybody ever pointed it out to you too until you met us.
No. Absolutely not. No, I got such a complex about it now. I wear size.
Shout out Mike Bass and Steve's little boots.
Yo. Yeah, it's that funny, huh?
Oh my
You
god,
fucking
it's
asshole.
so funny because I just haven't thought about it in so long. And when he got to my house a couple weeks ago,
Yes. Where's your little boots?
the first thing I say when he walks in the door, he's got brand new boots, and I go, "Where's your little boots, buddy?"
Yeah, you did. You
He
did.
goes, "I was gonna wear them, but you know,
I couldn't find them.
I don't want you to make fun of me all day."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's
Holy fuck, dude! I haven't laughed that hard on this show ever in my life. My stomach hurts.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Fuck. None of you guys are gonna understand that. You're gonna think we're a bunch of idiots. I'm sorry, but it's so funny if you're in our inner circle. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the more serious
Yeah.
matter at hand here. Oh god
So-
damn!
I mean, I'll get right into it.
I'm sorry. I'm
Fucking-
actually tearing up. Oh my god. Sorry, that was fucking hilarious.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
good, that's
I'm
good.
sorry. I love you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
You make fun of me too, but god damn, I don't know how you turn the little boots. Because I can't. I'm not even gonna go into it. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
Never mind. Nothing.
Can't ever do that.
No, I have to.
Yeah.
He's always like talking about how big his wiener is, and then he shows up with the little boots, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
I fucking knew you were gonna go there.
That's why I tried to stop. That's why I said I'm not gonna bring it up. You pushed it.
Yeah, I
you
did.
pushed it. You pushed it.
Oh, you know. I mean,
We might have to take a break, dude. I'm gonna pass out from laughing.
I don't have any complaints. You fuck. You remember though?
When we were at Dops that one night.
She's like, you probably have a little wiener.
Hey, they watch the show, so they know exactly what we're talking about. So
They're like, oh, you probably got a little wiener. I'm like, oh yeah.
here, you want to watch?
You want to see?
You want to fucking? And then of course he pulls it right up on his phone.
Bam. She shut right up after
Yeah,
that.
she did. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know.
Oh, you can't dress a man by his boots. You can't judge.
Really?
You can't judge a man by his boots. You really can't.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. My baby loves me like a love machine. Turn this bitch into the voice.
Turn
Okay?
this bitch into karaoke and roll, baby. Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. God damn.
That was so good you had to take a little break, huh?
Sorry. That was a lot, dude. I'm not even kidding. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in the entirety of this show. That was fuck. My stomach hurts. But I mean,
Fucking A.
we're good at making light on a fucking serious situation.
Right,
So you know what I mean? Well, anyways, I hope you guys stuck through that laughter.
Yeah.
But anyway,
All
back
right.
to the serious topic
Yeah.
at hand here. That's why we're here.
We can't deviate anymore, okay?
You know how like in your head you play like it's like a video just going over and over.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing us in the kitchen.
Wait,
I'm like-
which time?
Picturing us in the kitchen on a Thursday night, and
Oh,
I'm following behind
Yeah.
you with a rag, and you're in your little
The
boots.
fucking Lysol wipes.
It's just all over bad. Like, what are we doing? He's got little boots on. I'm fucking following him like Martha Stewart with a rag trying to clean the counter.
Oh, man.
man. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
There's-
sorry. I'm sorry.
I have nothing to say. I plead the fifth. The fifth.
Fuck me, dude.
Oh, dude.
I don't even know how we got on that.
Oh.
I'm sorry. This probably should get cut in half of how long this has gone. Like, cut this in half, please.
Leaving the part about my big wiener, though, you know.
Yeah, please. I need the help. Please leave it in. Oh my God, you're not. As you're holding the dog, hey, leave in the part about my wiener.
Oh, man. All right.
All right, we gotta stop because everybody's gonna stop listening after this.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna listen to this because this is us being stupid.
Yeah. All right.
Oh fuck.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
So,
Sorry, guys. That was just what a walk down memory lane.
dude,
I haven't thought about that in a long time, and oh man.
laughed so hard I almost passed out.
All right, so you were in prison.
Let's go from the happy days to the dark days.
Yeah, exactly. One from another.
All right.
Greta, get down. Get down. Down.
All right.
Anyway, so as you know, we've had a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's those dark days, and that's why we're here to talk about it. And like honestly, we've talked about therapy and shit. And I think this episode, or not even this episode, but this show is almost. Lindsay says it all the time. She tells me that I need therapy, but she's like, I think you doing this podcast is your form of therapy. Like, you get to fucking just let it out.
Yeah.
And whoever, like, you're not embarrassed by what you've done or like what you've gone through. So like being able to do this show is your form of therapy. So I honestly hope you look at it that way, because I think it could definitely help you out for sure. But
I look at it more as like
we're best friends, dude.
kind of like trying to bring the light to
A dark situation.
right. Well, and like try to bring awareness, because what I did wasn't right.
Right.
You know?
I mean, we don't have to get that involved. Or that, we don't have to get that in depth, but you know, whatever you feel comfortable with.
You're like, let's not go down to the report, okay?
Yeah, we don't have to read it word for word. Steve made some bad choices.
Right. So, long story short, you know, I had trouble managing my anger, you know, and,
Which you guys all know I had the same thing. I
Yeah.
definitely have a huge problem managing my anger. So, sorry.
no, you're fine. Managing my anger and, you know, emotions totally, you know. Like before that, like 2021, I started getting on like,
Which was like the height of our bullshit.
that was like when I found out Amanda was pregnant.
Right. Well, as I'm saying, it was like the height of our bullshit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Remember when I went to the hospital? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I went to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack. Texted you guys. And
Came
then
home and then
came
partied.
home, and then the next night, where was I?
You were partying.
Partying with you guys.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother wavelength that we were on at the time. I mean,
Yeah.
COVID was going on.
Oh, yeah.
I was going through some crazy family court shit. I mean, at that point, like, I didn't care if I lived or died.
Right.
You know what
right.
I mean? So it's like, same. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're
Just
good,
to get
dude.
some context to people.
Yeah, yeah. And I was at the same spot. You
Yeah.
know? And, but I mean, you know, I found out Amanda was pregnant, and I was just like, oh, you
Probably
know,
should cut out her name.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
All right.
But, yeah, I found out she was pregnant. You know, I was trying to stop partying and all that shit. And I ended up going for a 2-month little stint in Montgomery County, you know, and that was like my first.
Oh my! Hold on. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because okay. So you went for that little stint, and I was out at the bar with one of my buddies from work, and you texted me. You started texting me while I was there because I didn't know you were getting out.
Oh,
and then
okay,
all of a
yeah,
sudden
yeah.
you started texting me, and then me, you, and Eric met up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got
Yo.
wild. We got wild that night.
See? Yep.
It was not. It was. I mean,
Yeah.
he was out fresh out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And we got.
I mean, I got released probably at 3-4.
Yeah.
I think around.
And I didn't even
And-
know.
Yeah. Well, county, you have to pay for your phone calls.
Okay.
Yeah, like you could take it off your commissary or
Right.
whatever. But I didn't really keep in contact with a lot of people in there. Just pretty much my mother.
Right. Yeah.
You know. But let's see. So yeah, I did that 2-month stint in Montgomery County. I was like, I need to get my fucking mental health right. You know.
Yeah.
So.
We got it right that night for sure.
That was the last hoorah, you know.
Oh my god!
So
I couldn't believe it, dude. When you hit me up that night, I was with a bunch of people from work, and I look at them, and you called me, and I went outside of the bar that I was at in Fort Plain,
yeah,
and I fucking talked to you, and then I went back inside. I go, I'm leaving right now. I'm like, I have to go, and they're like, what? What's going on? I'm like, don't fucking worry about it. But I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I go, I have to go. And then
Yeah.
we met up here, and then
yeah. I still have videos of that.
it shows up on Facebook, dude.
Yeah,
The three of us
yeah,
together, yeah.
Just out of jail.
Yeah,
Whatever.
dude, it was wild.
You're like, that's probably not the best video to
No,
put
no,
up for
it's
my
not.
birthday.
It's
Like,
not.
But I got no cares on the table.
Yo, what up?
Hey,
We doing the right thing over here.
We doing it right.
You know what I'm
First day out of
saying? Hey,
jail. We ain't
first day out
fucking
of jail.
around.
He comes to see his real people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy.
It wasn't. Well, that was a fun night with the three of us. I mean, see,
Yeah.
that's the problem, dude. It's like you think that like when you're getting fucked up, it's like the funnest time ever, right? And then
Yeah.
the next morning you're just like, what the fuck?
Eating dog shit.
Even like not even the next morning. Like you don't think about it until like months down the road, and you're just
Yeah.
like, fuck, why? Like I didn't think that like it was cool in the moment,
yeah,
but like fast forward and you're just like, why did I do that?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I mean, I guarantee you probably sit there every day and you're just probably like, what the fuck, man?
I self-reflect a lot, and it sucks. It sucks, man.
I got fucking so many years of that shit. I mean, all the robbery that I did, like all the bullshit that I've done,
Yeah,
and like all the crazy shit. Like, dude, I've been doing this shit. Like you didn't start being bad until you were way older.
yeah. I was 27. I just got divorced.
Right,
28.
yeah.
I think,
That's
maybe.
kind of like when you went
Oh,
off the rails,
The
right?
divorce was
Okay, so
like-
I've been doing this shit since I was 14.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
it's just like crazy to sit here and think and like I volunteered my truck for a homecoming
oh
parade.
yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that. That was so cool.
I volunteered my truck for a homecoming parade for my daughter because she's a cheerleader, and I'm just like sitting there, and I had like a whole moment. And nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Like they like all these parents love me because like I don't mean to toot my own horn, but like everybody loves me when they meet. Like I'm
Yeah.
very easy to get along with. Like I
Yeah.
fucking I say what's on my mind.
Yeah.
All these parents are thinking it, but I say like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like I'm sitting there at this fucking pep rally parade, and I'm just like, if you would have told me this 10 years ago, I would have been like, I would have told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
no kid in my future. There was no nothing. Like
Yeah.
I'm trash. I get fucked up. I do what I want. I work as hard as I can to make as much money as I can just so I can support my life. And it's just like, I don't think a lot of people live their life like that. I mean,
Right,
I
right.
that they're aware of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
meeting you and then going through all the shit that we went through and then everything that happened to you, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from my point of view, it's wild to just like sit here as one of my best friends, like the shit that you've had to go through. I'm just like, why did it happen to him and not me? Like I've gone through so much shit. I've done so much bad shit.
Yeah.
Why did I like, I don't know. I have a lot of guilt.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to say this, and I can't believe I'm saying this now, but like I have a lot of like remorse and guilt for a lot of my friends of shit that like they get in trouble or they like something happens to them, and I'm just like, I've done way worse.
Right.
Like,
right.
why are like these beautiful people that I bring into my life that are like best friends of mine? Why is it happening to them and not me? Why didn't that happen to me? I don't know. It's like some weird ass like entitled bullshit. But like you're one of my best friends, and I feel like you should know that. And like the entire time you were gone, I was like sitting there, and I'm just like, he didn't do anything that I didn't do. So like why? And then like we're gonna get into it now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I like flipped out on your mom on the phone that one day, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'll buy him a fucking attorney. I'm like, don't fucking have him plead to that bullshit. I'm like, I can be his attorney and I can fucking fight this shit because I've gone through so much legal bullshit that like what you're telling me is all bullshit. So like, why are you sitting there? Like, it was a whole thing. You know what I mean? And then I sit there and I have and I don't want anybody to feel bad for me because you shouldn't feel bad for me. It's a weird feeling that humans have. And like, but I have this guilt and it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, you should have called me. I would have went on the stand for that. I would have fucking been like, hey, I'm his attorney. This is what happened. Prove it. If you can't, go fuck yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because like, that's what should have happened.
I really appreciate.
I mean, dude, I was so upset when that shit went down. I mean, it really made me reflect a lot because like we were doing the same thing. We were going through the same shit at the same time, doing the same bullshit, and it's just like it happened to you. And then I was sitting on our buddy's back porch, and I talked to your mom, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" And like our buddy was like, "Dude, calm down. Like she's just an old lady. Like she doesn't know. She's just upset that her son's in prison and like doesn't know what to do and doesn't have money." And I'm just like, "No." I'm like, "Fuck that." I'm like, "This is fucking bullshit, dude." I asked him. I flipped. I like lost my shit on his back porch that night. And it was like right when you first got in, and I'm just like, I lost my fucking mind because it's just like, I don't know. And now I'm just going on a tangent. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
It's just like,
yeah. I mean, you know, I think kind of the first incarceration and the second incarceration is tied together.
Yeah.
You know, so the first time, you know, I've violated order of protection, you know, fucking texting her and shit. And I, you know, like I said, I had anger issues. You know, I was breaking shit in the house and fucking, I punched a windshield and, you know, it's just shit that I'm not really proud of, you know?
Right. Which everybody's done. So, like, don't beat yourself up about that.
Yeah, but it doesn't make
because
it right.
90% of the people out in the world are men or women or whatever. Like, everybody gets in these fucking relationships. Yeah. Everybody. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's when you start talking to people about this, it's like you're not one in a million. It's like it happens more often than you know.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to hide it. It's all hush. It's like, dude, that's what like makes me so mad about this shit. And with how much trouble you got in, it made me so mad because they treated you like you were some like a murderer or a drug dealer or some like the amount of time that you did and everything else. It was just like, dude, what?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm not mad about it. I mean, I think it's something that I needed to experience, to be completely honest with you. It really helped change my mindset.
I hope so.
Like on a lot of shit.
What we just talked about, it didn't, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, anyway. But no, like, you know, what I did wasn't right. I scared the shit out of her, and that wasn't cool. You know what I mean?
It's not cool, but like I just said, it happens all the time.
Yeah, but
it really does, and
it doesn't need to happen. Though.
It like, doesn't.
That's why I'm honestly like that's why I'm going to therapy is because I want to I don't want my kids to do that shit.
Right.
You know, because I'm a product of that shit happening in my house.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm the same way.
And I'm really taking this shit seriously. I don't want to fucking instill that. I mean, I have a 2.5-year-old right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I missed a good chunk of my oldest two kids.
So what was that like, if you don't mind me asking? So, like, your son, she was pregnant when you went away, right?
The first time. But I went away in February 23.
I was going to say, it was... it wasn't a while ago, but like there was a lot of shit that was going on, so it's very hard for me to.
My youngest was
it.
like 8 months old, 8 or 9 months old.
Right, but you knew him, you spent time with him at that point.
Oh, I spent every day with him.
Right
at that point, I was a stay-at-home father. Like,
yep, I remember.
You know, I was doing all the Mr. Mom shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I spent every day with that kid.
So like
And-
when you did your second stint, it was a lot longer than the first one,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
So what'd you end up doing? What'd you end up doing?
18 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
Year and a half.
when you finally got out, you didn't see him right away
No, I couldn't.
because you texted me. I mean, we talked, and I
Yeah.
mean, rightfully so. You were really upset, and I was just like, dude, I'm like, just wait it out.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't fucking do anything stupid. I was like, just it'll happen if it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look what happened.
Yeah, you know, and I kind of we talked about
Yeah,
the
we
little
talked about it off camera.
deviation.
Yeah, but I'm talking
I
about
mean,
when you first saw your son. Like, what was that like?
it was emotional as fuck.
I
dude.
can't
Like-
imagine. Like, it probably wasn't like.
Like,
Did he? So I asked you this off camera, obviously, but did he know who you were?
no,
Yeah.
dude. And that's the thing, like that broke my heart, because I spent every day up, since he was 3 months old to, I spent six months with him.
Yeah, and never
Every day,
never
every
got
day.
to visit nothing, right?
No, she couldn't visit me because
Because of the order,
yeah, she was there's only a refrain from order.
right?
So it's like Marcy had a thing where, like the victim in the crime can't come.
Can't can't
have
cross-
contact
Yeah,
with
yeah.
So I wasn't able to talk to him for the last 9 months I was
Well,
there.
so like even though he wasn't part of the crime, so to say, it was his mother. You
Right.
still couldn't have any contact, right?
It was hard because she was working.
Right,
you know,
and he's a baby, so
Right.
he can't just walk up to you and be like, "Hey, what's up, bud?" Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
So, man,
Yeah, it was really tough first time, but I mean, I've seen him 3, 4, 5.
well, you see him a lot now.
I see him. Yeah, I mean, not a lot. I mean, I've seen him like 5 times, 6 times in the last month or so.
Well, that's pretty. That's
So-
honestly for what you went through. That's pretty good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It could be
Well, she's been
nothing.
Yeah, she's been wicked nice.
Well,
You
so
know, more
what
nice than wishing.
What I
you
want to
were.
talk to you about is like, okay, so you never did real time before in
No.
your life.
No,
So besides the first time you went away, you were in county,
right.
which is a whole different ball game from
Cakewalk.
prison.
Cakewalk. You could talk shit to the COs in county,
Right.
and they won't touch you.
So when you first got arrested and you didn't come home.
Right.
So like what was that like? Like did you know you weren't coming home, or were you like sitting there like, oh, this is gonna blow over, I'm gonna be home soon?
Yeah.
Like what was your first train of thought before you actually were like, oh shit, I'm in this for the long haul?
I think it was, my lawyer was just like, oh,
And you had a public defender, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And my attorney was like, oh, they're trying to give you, I think it was like 5 to 12.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
That's-
and
I
I'm
think
like-
that's what made me flip out on your mom. Like
know.
that's honestly that's
But it's just scare tactic. I know now
Right.
because
right.
like,
Well, that's what they.
now I've talked to people and done time with people. And
Well, a
like,
side note, that's what they do when you get a DWI. It's a scare tactic. Everybody's like, "Oh, DWI costs you $10,000 and blah
Right.
blah blah." It's like, motherfucker, the first one you ever get, as long as it's not an aggravated DWI, you
Yeah.
get a you get a walk off, you get a
Yep.
conditional, you pay your fucking fines,
Yep.
you lose your license for fucking 90 days, if
Right.
that,
Right.
and that's it.
Yep.
If you don't kill anybody, you don't hurt anybody, it costs you about $1,100.
yeah.
So,
But we're not.
well, no, we're not
condoning.
condoning to that, right? But I'm just saying, it's
But yeah,
it's
it's
the
a scare
same thing. It's like it's
Yeah,
all
the
a
g-
scare tactic. Like you hear that one guy, he's like Tom and Nelly, the DWI guy. It's like it could cost you $10,000. It's like, yeah, it costs you $10,000 if you kill somebody.
Yeah.
But if you just get a
Dude.
if you just have one beer at the bar, like that's what happened to me. It's like if you blow over a .08
Yeah.
DWI, if you blow over what they don't tell you is if you blow over anything, if you have any sort of alcohol in your system at all, it doesn't matter if it's between .01 and .08.
It's going to be with ability impaired.
Right.
They're going to change it.
You're getting arrested regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of how fucked up you are. You could have one beer at the bar, leave, get pulled over, and
Yeah.
doesn't matter. you're fucked. And
Yeah.
that's what like people don't understand. I mean, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube for this for sure, but people need to know this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're not outlaws trying to fucking teach you how to break the rules, but it's just like it's all a scare tactic.
Yeah. The government sucks.
It's all the same thing.
We're not going to
So,
get on the government,
Yeah,
though.
I mean, maybe
Fuck.
another episode we'll just do a whole dive, but right
Fuck,
now we're
yeah.
on something else.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, so, I mean, you know,
so that first time, not the first time, this like when you get arrested, right? I remember we talked about this off microphone.
Yeah.
You're in a certain location.
yeah.
You get arrested, right? They come
Yep.
to your hotel. What
Yeah.
happened? You don't have to give specifics, but like that day, what happened? You get arrested. You go to holding, processing, whatever. You think you're just gonna get let go?
Yeah,
Because I mean, I've been arrested a million times. I know usually they just process you. Somebody comes and gets you, and if that's it. You
Right.
you appear at court
right. Well, this would be my second time getting arrested.
for the same thing, kind of, right?
Same thing, same person.
Yeah.
You know. But I thought I was going to be okay because the car insurance was, you know, in my family's
Right,
name.
yeah.
You know, I was cocky. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, fucking, I'm not saying nothing. You know, then they throw me and they book me and they arraign me with no bail. So
Which is crazy to me because like you're not a prior felon. Yes, technically it's a violent crime.
Well,
but
it's because of the history. It
yeah,
was
but
the same
still,
thing
that doesn't
for-
make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not mad about it. Whatever, but
Oh man, if that was me, it would be a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
I would have so many people involved. I mean,
yeah,
granted, you know my
yeah,
it would have been a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
There would have been a lot of high, powerful people involved, and
Yeah.
I probably would have had those cops arrested and been like, "You did your job wrong." Like,
yeah,
but still,
I mean-
and that's again go back to what I was saying. Like, that's what made me so fucking mad that day
Yeah.
when I talked to your mom. I was just like, "Why didn't you fucking call me?"
Yeah.
like I could have. Oh, it made me so mad,
yeah.
so mad.
No, yeah, and so I mean, fucking, I go.
Where did you go that
Mon-
first day?
Montgomery County. I was
So
in,
like processing in Montgomery County.
I was in Montgomery County for like 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah, until I got sentenced on July.
Okay.
In July, and then in July I went from Montgomery to Elmira, and then I spent fucking until November 1st in Elmira.
Yeah, you were in Elmira for a minute.
That was yeah.
So what was that like? That's a big boy prison.
I think I said it before, but I'd rather be there than at Marcy.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot less shady shit going on.
Okay.
You know, because once they know if you fuck around in Elmira, you're getting caught. Bro.
Yeah.
Like you're getting fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, 3 people died when I was there.
But so were those people? I mean, and you don't have to say this because obviously this is going to be on the internet. But like, you weren't gang involved.
No.
You weren't. There was no. You were just a regular white boy.
Country white boy going.
Got
you know?
arrested and trying to do your time.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So like, as that person, like you have no affiliation. Like nobody knows our past. Like they don't
Right.
know who you know or where you come from.
Right.
Like we do.
Right.
So like, how does that play into this? Like, do you does anybody say anything to you because of who we know or anything like that, or do names get brought up to you that you know or anything along those lines, or is it just like you just kept your mouth shut and put your head down and was like, I need to get the fuck out of here?
To a point, you know, like because you kind of gotta like ask certain questions to know who you're around,
Right.
because you don't want to be around.
Right. This isn't the West Coast, so everything you
Right.
see on TV where it's like the whites are with the whites and it's gang affiliation and you
Right.
got to find who you're with and all that. This is the East Coast, dude. It is nothing like that shit.
It's a little bit. I mean, I think it's not as prevalent because there's not a lot of gangs,
Right,
Like,
but it's also not as hardcore. Because I mean,
Yeah,
you watch some of these documentaries and it's just like
yeah,
Joe Schmo got a DWI, ends up going into the Twin Towers in LA, and he becomes a fucking Aryan brother right off the rip.
Right,
Then all of a
right.
sudden, this guy's got no criminal record, and he does 25 years because he's a part of a fucking killing
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Like that. I don't want to say it doesn't happen here,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It's not the same thing.
I mean, it was definitely, you know, gang affiliation and shit like that. And, you know, if you weren't gang, like, you know, you got treated differently.
So were you just
know.
like a weird, like you were just the weirdo there because
No,
you didn't
I mean-
have any affiliation, or like what was that like?
No, it's kind of hard to like.
Well, explain it. I mean, we got time.
Yeah. It's kind of, you know, it's because when you're white in prison, you're automatically looked at as a fucking druggie.
A druggie or a target?
Druggie.
Like are you a mark?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, there are some gangs in there. I'm not gonna name names. but,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. You don't need to.
But you know, there are certain gangs in there would be like, oh, go fuck up that white boy, and then you're good with me.
Yeah.
You know.
And then if you don't do that, what
if
happens?
you don't do that, you're getting fucked up.
Right.
You know, because you're coming to me, you're half stepping. You know.
So did you ever go to anybody for protection or anything like that, or you just kept
No.
to yourself the whole time?
Yeah, I kept to myself. You know, I fought when I had to fight. You know, there's obviously going to be situations that you're going to have to assess. You know, be
So
like,
what was that? So the first like altercation that you had to endure in lockup, like was it at county or was it at
oh yeah,
actual prison
at county.
in Montgomery?
Yeah.
Was it some fucking? I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. But this dude, he was acting all cool to my face, and then like he got my PIN numbers for my commissary
How?
because my dumb ass was like, you get. So I was naive, you know, like
Right.
I've never been in that situation before,
Right.
And I got this.
Well, that's why we're here, dude. Put it out there because I mean, if
Yeah.
this could save somebody, like God forbid, somebody sees this on the day before they go to jail, like
Right,
this
right.
is why we do this. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to exploit my friends, even though people seem to think that's what it is. It's like more educational. It's like
Right.
we've all been through this shit, and it's easier to get it out there and it's not hold it in, let it
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
Like I said, this is for me. This is my form of therapy, and like I just
Yeah.
went off on that fucking tangent.
yeah.
Like you know how long
Yeah.
I've held that in for? Like
Yeah.
I can't tell your mom that shit. She's not gonna understand what I'm saying.
right.
So
right.
like, yeah.
No,
if
yeah.
we can prevent anything bad from happening to somebody, I mean, I
Yeah.
would love that.
Yeah, yeah. So what this, I mean, you know, it's kind of a common game to run on new guys.
Okay.
In there, like, oh, you get a free 15-minute phone call, but if you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. So
Right,
like,
yeah.
So like, if this dude's down and out and being like, oh, you know, like, I'm thinking you're cool, you're helping me out. Hey, can I get that free 15? I'll write down my PIN number.
Oh, and then he's got access to all your shit.
Well, what I did is I only wrote it down, and then I gave it to him. I watched him go to the phone. He started on the phone, and then, like, I got the paper back. I was adamant on getting a piece of paper back, right?
yeah.
And fucking 3 weeks goes by, my commissary's drained. And as you know, like, my parents don't have much money.
Right.
You know? So and he's the only one that I ever, you know, because I keep to myself.
Yeah.
You know? And he's the only one that I ever wrote it down or even told. And he's like, oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. He's like, you know, I pressed him. And he folded. You know, he's just like, oh, it wasn't me. I had it written down. And you know, I lost it, though. I was like, so why'd you have it written down?
Yeah.
I was like, how did you even write it down?
Right.
I was like, I watched you use it that one day.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, it just comes to a point where there's no more talking. It's just,
Yeah.
you know. So that was my first fight in jail. Yeah.
Did you do all right? Because I know
He got
I know
me
you
good.
can fight.
He got me good.
I know you can eat a punch pretty well, just
Yeah.
like I can. So
I mean,
for those of you that know us out there, you
Yeah.
know that we can handle our own. But
yeah. I mean, you know, like there was like I fought 5, maybe 6 times, and I only really won 1.
Jesus,
You know, but it's one of the, like I was trying to say, like,
but
it's
hey,
one of those
you stood up for
situations,
yourself though,
right?
and that's like a respect thing.
You got to assess it. Like,
Yeah.
are they just trying to get a rise out of me, or are they really testing me so they
To
could
see
fucking,
who you are.
to see who I am, and to see if they could still like
Keep you-
friendly
Extort you, yeah, to see like who the fuck kind of like is this some just little white bitch that I can fucking use for the rest of the
Right,
time they're
right.
here, or is he going to be a problem for the rest of the time he's here?
Right. Right.
No,
or
I
is he
get it.
cool? You could, because what I did is I just laid back, you know, I just minded my own business. I really didn't get into politics.
Right.
Fucking, it was just a lot of bullshit in there. You know, you think fucking high school is bad, go to prison, bro. Like, it's
Dude.
bad. It's bad. People get fucked up over cookies. That free cookies that you get on trays.
Yeah, that's like that's currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a dude get fucking slashed his face just like out in the yard, dude. They'll sneak it in, come up behind you. This is how pussy people are nowadays, though.
Yeah.
Like they'll come up behind you with a razor and just be like, "Phew,"
Yeah.
you know, like
Not even to your face, not even square up, nothing.
Right,
Like, and,
right.
I mean, not even in there. That's
it's
how some people roll out here too.
it's a lot. It's a lot of it's a lot of these men nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
you know
you're
what I
all
mean?
a little bunch of bitches.
Like, you know, and I've seen people get hit with locks and socks at fucking 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like,
Jesus.
like the dude's sleeping.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that's when that's like their most vulnerable time. So it's like,
Right.
how much of a bitch can we make this guy look?
Right.
Hit him at his most vulnerable moment. But if you're in one of those gangs or those situations, it's like, that wasn't your idea. Somebody
Right.
told you to do that.
It comes from
It comes from up.
big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they want to see what your loyalty is. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I haven't ever done any time, but like, I've been around in enough people that
a lot of documentaries.
yeah, I usually just sit here on my hand until it goes numb.
Give me a stranger.
I gotta fucking pee.
All right, I'm gonna intro us.
You want intros back in?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta look into
All
the
right.
camera.
All right. So what do I say?
Just be like, all right, we're back. That was a break. We needed one. B-Reg had to take a piss. Blah blah. You just,
Yeah.
dude, I don't script any of this. It's just
No?
off the dome.
All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll intro us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude. I'll do it.
You gotta look right into the camera and do it. So let me know when you're ready.
All right, guys. Welcome back.
Yeah.
B-Rag had to take a piss. I had to snake the lizard. I don't know.
I needed to take a piss really bad. I mean, so like my body has this like internal time clock of like how long
Yeah.
we've been going. And like, dude, obviously I get so nervous before these shows and I'm like, dude, I drink all these beers before we start and I'm like, God damn, I gotta pee so bad. So I mean, we did more than an hour, so yeah. Keith, cut all this together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, yeah. So yeah, when we left off, we were talking about how, you know, fighting and shit in prison.
Yeah.
And how kind of pussy that these people are nowadays.
Yeah. So like we talked about your first fight a little bit. So like what was this? Okay. So we're going to get right back into this. Like no buffer, no nothing. Like right where we left off.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. So like when you first go to like real prison, like you're okay. So the day they come into your cell at county,
Yeah.
what was going through your head when you were just like, okay, I'm going to prison? Like what? Okay, so like what was that? Because I can't even imagine. Like you're in county,
Yeah.
county's county. So like when you're in county, there's an end date, right?
Yeah. Well,
They come to
I
get-
mean, yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
they come to get you and they're like, okay, we're moving you to Elmira.
yeah. Well, you don't
What
know.
the fuck was? Yeah, but exactly. That's
So,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. So
you
like,
don't know where you're going.
What the fuck was that like? Like, is it in the mid morning? Is it in the end of the night? Like
5 in the
middle
morning.
of the day? Right, exactly. They
5
do,
and you don't know when-
cocksuckers, they do everything in the middle of the like first thing in the morning. They're
Yep.
like, get up, pussy, you're going to prison.
Well,
Like,
yeah, they do it for like security reasons
Right,
or whatever.
yeah.
They're not. They can't tell you where you're going. They can't tell you the date that you're going to be going.
Right. So I had a buddy that did he did almost 10 years in federal.
No shit.
So
yeah.
he moved around a lot. Like it wasn't.
Yeah,
he
they
wasn't,
don't want you to get too comfortable in one
right.
place.
Yeah. So when you're in federal is a lot different than state,
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
So he was like, dude, he's like, I moved around before I got put up at my place because you do 10 years.
Right.
He was young. He got put away when he was like 17, 18 years old. It's not the kid that was on the show earlier. This kid's never been on the show. It's just another friend of mine because you know I hang out with degenerates.
Fucking tree boy.
But he did 10 years, and he ended up doing like he moved around for the first 5 years. He moved around like every so many months, but he didn't. It wasn't in New York. It was like he went down south. He went out west. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Feds
boom.
is the whole country.
Yeah.
You know,
they don't give a fuck.
Yep.
But and then for what you people don't know out there, state and fed are way different.
Yeah.
Federal prison is like they call it cupcake jail because it's like everything's much nicer. It's ran a lot better.
Yeah.
When you're a ward of the state, it's a whole different ball game. That's like it's a lot.
Yeah, state food sucks. They don't.
So you were a statey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in state.
Yeah.
No-
So when you went from county to actual prison, what was that like?
So you don't know. So they pop your door at 5 a.m. They're like, pack up.
Did you have your own cell or did you have a cellie?
No, you had your own cell.
So in county, you had your own cell.
Yeah.
So it was like just going back to your own dorm or whatever, or your own room.
No, so like
What was it like a 10x4 or whatever the fuck?
it was small. It was I can
Like a 10x4.
Yeah.
It's tiny as shit.
yeah shit in it.
You had your own turlet though.
turlet.
You had your own turlet. You didn't have to shit in front of nobody.
Yeah, you got your own.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I would have shit as much as
In
I possibly can in county.
Well, for me, ignorance was bliss. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about prison,
dude.
I was asking everybody in county. I was like, dude, what's prison like? You know? I was like, you see how I move? You know? Am I
gonna
be
do
all right?
okay?
Yeah.
So you kind of had an idea that you were.
I was moving the right way.
Yeah,
You know, to stay out of the way.
But did you know you were going or no?
Oh, yeah. After my sentencing date,
Well, so what was that like?
it was just like, well, you know, like I'm gonna be down for the next could be 3 years. You know,
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
I got a 1.5 to 3.
we'll talk about that day. So like, you get arrested, you go to county,
Yeah,
you think you're gonna get out, but you don't.
right, because my lawyers telling me, oh yeah, we could get you probation again.
Right.
And the last time I was in, I got probation, and they released me right after my court date. Right, so they're up until like the week before. I didn't know I was taking a fucking 1.5 to 3.
Right. Well, that's what
You know?
yeah, that's what I want to get into. It's just like,
And then at that point in time, I was just like, you know what? Like, I did the crime. You know, it's kind of cliche. We do the crime, do the time.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, you know, just kind of accept it. You know, just you're gonna be down for at least 1.5, and it could be up to 3 years.
well, so like when you go away, you're in county or whatever. Fuck, why is this? Sorry.
It's these fucking gauges,
Dude,
man.
it is. Dude,
It's so hard being cool.
Dude, shut the. It fucking feels weird, you fucking dick. Jesus. Anyway, I'm trying to be sentimental here, and you're ruining it.
I love you, though.
Ruin. You fucking ruin it.
Did you hear your turlet?
Hey, that was a good question.
Yeah, it was. Because in Marcy,
you don't get you gotta shit in front of people.
yeah, dude.
Anyway.
Showering in front of people too.
Oh, but you got a hanger, you said, so you should have been all right. If you got a big dick, you should be all right.
Yeah.
Me, I would have been like,
I don't, dude. See, when you're going,
I'm a grower, not a shower.
when you're in prison and you're showering in Elmira in front of all these dudes, like
They're black.
that's not what you're thinking. You're thinking, am I gonna get sliced up from my fucking my cheek to my ear?
I
Like,
can't even imagine, dude. Well, that was like your okay. We're getting off top. We're going ahead now, though.
Yeah.
But so you're fuck. I lost my train of thought here. I had a
You
good,
wanted to do like the day of like going from county to prison.
yeah. Okay. So, was it a court sentence? So you go into court and then they just say, "Hey, you're going to prison."
Yeah.
Or were you just in county and they come in and they're like, "Hey, we're moving you right now." Hey.
No, it was just make sure we're
Yeah. She just hold on.
yeah. All these fucking beers. Who's been drinking my beers, man?
I want to make sure it's still recording.
Yeah, no. Oh. It's okay, buddy. You want me to help out? No, it's fine. Those lights make a difference. Yeah, they do. They make a huge difference.
Go lay down. Go.
Still good? Yeah. I fucking love you though, dude. You're fucking funny. Get your own toilet.
I know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, we had some technical difficulties. The dog is fucking things up.
Right?
No, Greta, go lay down.
Not yet.
Go lay down. Look at her. She knows.
All
See,
right.
she knows this shit. I'm sorry, Keith. Keep this in. When we do these podcasts and I start setting everything up, she knows that something's going on. Because we've done so many episodes now, and there's been so many people in and out of this apartment that, like, once these lights go up and all these cords come out, she knows.
Yeah, she gets all excited.
She's not dumb.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's so annoying, and it's just like, come on, dude. Like,
I got me a new friend.
Yeah. She's fucking asshole. Like, she just knocked the whole recording device off the fucking thing, and I'm like, God damn it. But it's still recording, so we're good.
All right.
Anyway, we're back. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, you know, they don't tell you. So the court sentence, they sentence you that day, so you know you're going to prison.
Right.
And, you know, it's up to whenever they schedule everything. You know you have, like, 2 weeks from your sentencing date to get moved.
Okay.
So, like, within that 2 weeks, you're anxious as shit, you know?
I can't even imagine.
And when I was in county, they're like, oh, there's two hubs of reception you can go to. You can either go to the Ulster County, which is a medium, or you can go to Elmira, which is a max.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, I fucking hate Elmira. You know, they tell you the horror stories in there and
yeah,
shit.
so when I was a skater back in the day, I had a buddy that did a bid in Elmira, and I was...
Yeah.
Back then, I was fucking 13 years old, and I'm just like, so when your mom told me you were there, I was just like, fuck, dude. Like, I know somebody that did a bid there he was there for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not
the CO,
no joke,
dude.
So
I might get assassinated for saying this, but
Jesus
fucking,
Christ.
You know, these COs.
Keep going.
These COs, I can't go without you. We feed off each other, brother. Undercover, brother. Check. Oh yeah, that sounds.
Turn mine down.
Check.
There we go.
Check.
Yeah, she turned my fucking microphone. See, she knows.
She knows.
She knows. Daddy's,
she knows who's a loudmouth.
Yeah. Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitches.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
So yeah, in Elmira, dude, like, COs would fuck you up, bro. For whether you're in there for a charge. I was walking behind this one dude that was in there for
just mind your own business, right?
Just walking,
not causing any problems, just doing your thing.
Walking, go through this door, and this big fucking CO's fucking just smacks this dude. Right, he had a charge. You know, he touched a fucking 14-year-old.
Oh, okay, he deserved to get hit then.
Right. But I mean, there's other instances where other people get fucked up and they don't do anything. But this instance, so this dude's like 64. Like, he's old as shit.
Old man.
Old.
Yeah.
Dude gets slapped. Fucking knocks his glasses off.
Slap hand or like with a billy club or something.
Like with this dude's bear paw.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy looked like fucking Pete off from the Goofy movie. This guy was big, right? Brolic. Like, he had fucking strength, right? Smacks this guy with a bear paw. Fucking knocks the glasses off on the ground. And this dude, the 64-year-old or however old he is, he's like, what the fuck is your problem? This other CO just comes with an uppercut, knocks his fucking tooth. Knocks his tooth right out. What the fuck is your problem? He goes, nothing, you know? Like, and then the big guys kicks him right in the stomach. You know, it's fucked up shit.
Well, so like when you have that kind of charge, dude, like,
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I know,
so-
I get what you're saying, but like, I think
well, they also do it with like kids. Like, I say kids,
younger people,
younger than me.
Yeah.
They'll let
because they
fucking-
probably want to scare them, so they're just like, don't come back here.
Well, so
Like, this is gonna be your life unless you get your shit together.
well, I mean, no, I don't think they care about any of that. I think it's just fucking entertainment for them, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it's like gladiator shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know, we get rack 1 hour a day, pretty much 1 hour a day. Fucking, there's 2 places you can go. You only shower like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And what are showers like?
Showers just like,
Because I would love to know that, because
It's-
my wiener's so small on a daily basis. There's no way I'm taking a shower in front of any guy ever.
I don't think. Well, like I said, you know, I don't think anybody's worried about that shit. It's
I mean,
just,
I would be. I have been my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm not showering front. I would wear a loincloth or
I
something.
don't. Well, you know, like you're not naked. You got your white fucking.
They give you
boxers.
white boxers.
White
like,
boxers. So when they get
Hold
wet,
on.
you know.
I'm sorry. This is too high now. The dog fucked this shit up.
Fucked it all up, bud.
I just don't want it to be too high.
Check.
Keith, cut all this out. I'm sorry. Not all of it, but you know what to do. Yeah, this is better.
Yeah, you're a good fucking.
He's a great producer,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
He knows
like I
what's
said,
up.
it looks good.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, I remember this one. Oh, showers. We were talking about
Yeah, yeah.
showers. Showers is like pretty much this
So you
big.
have to shower. No. So there were okay. So you have white boxers
White boxers.
and nobody's showering naked.
No, I mean it's you get
Unless
fucked,
you're
you
gay.
you get fucked up if you
Yeah,
shower
if you're
naked.
showering naked.
Oh yeah, that's instant. Like
Yeah.
that's on site fucking fight. Dick out and everything.
Yeah.
Watched it happen.
Fuck
Watched
me.
it happen. This dude got fucked up. He was
But why-
completely naked.
But why did he shower naked? Because he was just being
Well,
an asshole.
No, he didn't get fucked up because he was showering naked, but
He just
was
didn't-
he was
didn't-
showering.
He didn't
and
know the rules.
No, he was showering with his shit on, you know, but it was a totally unrelated to the shower. The reason why he got fucked up.
Oh, okay.
But they fucked him up in the shower. He completely naked, fucking blood everywhere, dude. Couldn't they shut down the shower?
So it's like, how do you put these people in there that are like mild offenders like yourself?
I was there for reception. I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
Joey Diaz talks about it all the time. Like Joey Diaz is a huge
Yeah.
comedian. Like
Yeah, I love Joey.
he did kidnapping charges, all this
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
like mild offenders like yourself, like you're putting somebody like you in an environment of killers.
Yeah.
Like these guys,
And doing time too, because maxes they have like a different criteria for however many years you're doing.
Right.
You're either going to a max or a medium.
Yeah.
If you're like 7 years or under, you're going to a medium. If you're 7 years or over,
right, you're going to a max.
you're going to a
And
max. So
these-
you're in there with people doing life.
And these motherfuckers know what's up. Like a
Oh,
lot
dude.
of these people, they know
It's a whole lifestyle.
they
It's a
yeah,
whole
they know
lifestyle.
what's going on. It's just like, how do you put somebody like you in this? Like, no wonder why nobody's getting rehabilitated.
Well,
Like, come on, what
not-
are we
oh,
doing? What are we doing,
I have
America?
I have a lot to say on
like,
that subject.
come on, what are we doing, America?
So they have you know, Marcy, where I went after Elmira,
Yeah, yeah.
they have a bunch of like fucking cool fucking, you know, things to do. Like I don't know how to put it. Like a vocation, you know, like
Vocational programs.
yeah, they got vocational programs, they got other programs, but it's all just a money grab. They're just
Right.
they're having the inmates run the classes.
Okay.
You know what I
Which
mean?
probably ain't that good.
Well, that's the point. Like they're not doing the classes. You know, they're saying they're taking the classes, but when you go into the class, you're watching a movie for an hour and a half.
Right.
You know?
And then they're just watching who they need or who they don't need.
No, like we're not even learning. You know?
Right, but those people running the program, there's no way that they're not sniping people like, oh, I need this guy on our side, or this guy is this person, or this guy is that person?
I don't think it goes.
You don't think it
that
goes
way.
that deep?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, that would be
I think
my
it's- I
mindset.
think
Like
it-
if I ever got put in that vocational situation on your
Yeah.
side, I'd be like sitting there as a student, and I'd be like looking around as that teacher is trying to pinpoint, this guy's not a pussy, this guy's a pussy, this guy's a fucking pedophile, this guy's not a pedophile, this guy's this guy's
Right,
that,
right.
trying to point who the, because he's probably there forever,
Yeah.
if not forever, for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been in
mean,
this
I-
situation. So
I guess it could go like that. Now that you elaborated on that.
I mean, dude, if I
it definitely
ever
goes like that.
if
like
I
with
ever,
the drugs.
yeah, if I ever went into that situation, like
Yeah.
the way that my brain works,
Well, you could either go in there and start fucking shit up and get labeled as a crazy fuck, or and then nobody fucks with you. But I took the path of like, I'm chilling back. If you're fucking with me, I'm gonna fuck with you back.
right?
Like I only had 2 good friends in there.
Yeah.
Like,
You still talk to him today?
I do.
You
Actually, I tell them about the podcast.
Oh
and
hell
everything.
yeah!
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out Jordan and shout out fucking Kenny. And fucking Abe. Dude, this dude looked like Abe Lincoln. It was funny. His nickname was Abe.
Oh,
He's
shit.
a good dude. Him and I had a lot of good.
Are they still locked up now?
No, they're out.
Oh hell
they're-
yeah! Shout
so-
out, guys.
Yeah, so like I'm keeping in contact with them, and those are like the only 2 people that I
Like that's your are they kind of your support system, or like what?
like. Yeah, I mean, I'm there for them too. Like, it's been an adjustment coming out,
Right.
and talking with somebody that's going through it right now really helps.
I bet, dude. That's because
You know?
obviously I can't level with you on that
Right.
situation.
Right. And
You
they're
know what I mean?
And they're really good people too. Like I got to know them.
Probably pretty
Personal.
fucking well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking I forgot where we're going with all this. My nose keeps running, bro.
Welcome to being together.
Fuck. If this is what this relationship is like, I don't want it.
We have to break the cycle, buddy.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
We have to break the cycle.
therapy.
We have to make it out to be that we can hang out without doing drugs.
Yeah. We did good last time.
We did great. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, you didn't want me to leave. You're like, dude, like, come on, man.
I was hammered.
Yeah.
Which I'm doing all right.
Getting
now.
there. Getting there.
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to do this sober. I've done like 2
Yeah.
sober, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how you people do it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
California sober.
Yeah.
Am I-
Well, all
am I
right. So yeah. I didn't want to throw that out there.
I could tell.
So,
I threw it. You threw me a line. I threw it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you, buddy. But yeah, I mean, prison's just not a place. I don't think for.
So I think so the listeners probably want to hear this. What was the gnarliest thing you saw in there? I mean, there's no way you didn't think that was coming. So like, if you can, what was the gnarliest thing? I mean, you were a year and a half. I mean, a lot of things can happen in a year and a half.
Yeah.
You went to 2 different places, or
Yeah.
3 if you want to be
3 technically. Yeah.
So, of all the things that you went through, of all the places you went through, what was the craziest thing that you had to endure? That like 1 minute you're just like, I'm gonna die. Was that ever a thing? If not,
I mean, no, not really. It's.
you said you were fighting. So like some of your
fights.
fights, like how did they start? Like why did they start? Like you said,
because of the
you said you got
TV.
pressed a couple times.
Dude,
So
the TV in prison, dude, that's
Yeah.
fucking. That's like, if you want to watch something and other people are watching it,
yeah.
like that's cool. If you try to change it up, like it gets to be a problem.
So what did you?
Bro,
So
like-
elaborate.
All right.
You have to elaborate on
So-
that one.
So me and this other guy, we're watching NASCAR on Sundays, right?
You fucking dirtbag.
fucking yeah.
You would watch NASCAR in prison, you fucking dirtbag.
Fuck yeah,
Hey,
dude.
fucking Rusty Wallace is getting the fucking gold here, baby.
But I forgot. Oh, it was March Madness, right? So there was games on all day.
That's
right?
basketball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude. all fucking day, all weekend long, and here it comes Sunday at 3:00 in the afternoon. We're like, we're watching NASCAR, you know?
Yeah.
And this dude's like, we're not fucking watching NASCAR, you know? Like,
He was mad that he wasn't watching NASCAR. He wanted to watch NASCAR.
no, he's mad because he wanted to watch the 17th game for that weekend.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just like, nah, man. Like, you fucking... It's just, it sounds petty. It sounds petty talking about it, but this is prison.
People don't understand, like, the little things in life of watching TV.
Phone slots, too.
Yeah,
Dude,
of course.
people, you gotta, in some houses, there's a blood phone, there's a crip phone.
Well, I just went through this. I'm not going to put it out there, but when you're a certain member, you get to do the phone whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, because if you're not them, you're paying.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're of opposing team,
you
bro,
can fuck right off.
You're getting blasted on sight, bro.
Exactly.
Like, so, like, crazy. It's just petty shit like that, but it makes you realize, like, what you have out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And that's why I've really been on the fucking path of, like, trying to go to therapy, trying to better
And appreciating what you have as
Right,
a whole.
right.
Like, dude, like, being
Right.
a fucking human in society, everybody's like, you watch all these dumb reels, like, bitching about dumb shit. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
appreciate life.
Yeah.
Like, who cares if you're a cat shitting in a litter box? Or, like, who cares?
Where's
Who
your furry?
cares, dude?
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, equal rights, be a good person.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know. Maybe you
And-
disagree, but
No,
that's
whatever.
how I feel.
That's each other's opinion.
To each their own, yes.
That's the great thing about being a fucking human,
Right,
is that you have your
exactly.
own
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just a fucking another world in there, man.
All right, so go back to NASCAR. I want to hear this.
Oh, so like, we didn't actually fight this time.
Okay.
So, but he was ready. He went to his fucking cube. He put on his boots. He fucking put his dreads in a fucking lock. You know what I
he
mean?
was ready.
He was ready.
But for what though? Because you wanted to watch NASCAR.
Because me and this other guy wanted to watch NASCAR, and we turned it, right? So he's like, I don't give a fuck. We're watching NASCAR. We're not watching fucking NASCAR. He's like, it's fucking March Madness. I was like, it's fucking Talladega. And this dude that I still keep in contact, Jordan, he will vouch, because he's like, dude, you're being fucking
Talladega. Ricky Bobby.
He's like,
You ain't first or last.
he's like, you're dumb. You were gonna fight over a TV. Like, I'm like, no, it's not about the fucking TV.
If you ain't
right
first
now.
or last, folks. If you ain't first or last.
Well, damn, Bobby, I was high on coke when I said that.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Oh man, dude, that's wild.
But yeah, dude, it's just a lot of petty shit in there, and people get cut over fucking shit. Dude.
Did you get fucked up in there? I gotta ask that.
like-
no, not
like as-
physically.
as
did you
fights?
Did you do drugs? Did you
Oh,
did
no.
you ever have that opportunity? Like,
I had-
because obviously,
yeah.
we're no stranger to doing drugs.
Well, yeah.
Did you
so
ever have that opportunity to be like, hey,
It's all over. It's all over.
and you?
Suboxone, dude, it's all over in there, man. Yeah, because they serve it like fucking Skittles now.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I'm on a very low dose. Don't fucking.
But you
I
know,
do the
like,
right thing.
Yes.
I'm not getting fucked up on it.
These guys are getting
I
their,
don't sell it.
Yeah, well, these guys in there are getting their dose and then buying other people's.
Well, so I
and
thought you
doing-
couldn't. So, to my understanding, I thought if you went in there, they wouldn't prescribe it to you.
No, they're hinting. I could have got on it because I said I had a coke problem.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Are
In
you
my-
fucking kidding me?
In Montgomery County. Yeah.
They were just like, so even when you moved up to prison, they would have kept the prescription going.
Yeah.
And then so they give you you go to a kiosk,
No, it's just like I don't know, like a like
a nurse gives it to you.
yeah, a nurse gives it to you from behind a fucking a screen or whatever, you know.
No shit.
Yeah.
So like I've
And
talked
you
to
gotta and for the sub guys, you know, the
Yeah,
Suboxone,
yeah.
you gotta sit there and let it dissolve.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I take it every day.
Yeah. So they make you sit there, but you know, there's obviously ways around that.
Yeah. I've heard some horror stories of people like putting it on their eyeballs and all that.
Oh
Crazy
yeah,
shit.
I watched that shit happen, bro.
People putting it in liquid and dropping it into their
Yeah.
eyes and all that
Snorting
crazy
it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's real.
It's real. Yeah, they'll fucking like put some water with the sub.
Yeah.
And then like let it sit there
And dissolve, and then they snort
fucking
the water.
it. Yeah.
I've done that, you know.
Oh, that's very unattractive. That's
sorry.
that-
Back in the
that's-
day,
that's
in my prime of opiate use, I
Yeah.
tried it because I heard
Yeah.
that back in. So this was like,
and they put it on their eye and they let it dissolve in their eye and shit.
yeah.
It's just
how does
crazy.
it not burn your eyeball?
It does. I watched this dude fucking straight cry for like an hour.
And it didn't waste away.
No, because it's still it gets getting in your bloodstream. Like it's still running out.
Put
but
it
it's-
under your tongue. It's the same fucking thing.
I don't know. Yeah, but I
So
mean,
sub's a big thing, huh?
huge.
That's wild.
And it's dirt cheap in there because everybody's getting it.
Well, so back in the day, from people that I've talked to, this is how different it was. So, how I learned how to be a inmate, even though I've never been one,
Yeah.
it was very expensive.
Yeah.
But-
because they weren't giving it out like they
Oh,
are
I didn't
now.
realize. So now they just give it out to everybody.
Yeah, like I said, I could have got on it.
Yeah, that's wild. You don't
Like-
need to be on that.
A lot. That just goes to show, like, if you go in there and you tell them all the right things, they're
Right.
gonna give you shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because they don't really care. That's how I got on my fucking mental health meds is in county, and it fucked me up for a while. Like, I wasn't right. I thought I was getting better, but I wasn't right.
That's wild, dude. That's
So I mean,
crazy.
but K2 is a big thing.
What's that?
It's like synthetic weed,
All that spice shit.
kinda, but they don't. It's not like a flower.
It's like
they
potpourri, isn't it?
They spray it on a piece of paper, then you smoke the paper.
Really?
Yeah, but you put like little pieces of paper, like smaller than you would rip up, right? This is how potent this shit is.
And then they get all weird and shit, right? Though it's like,
Dude, I've seen so many people get fucked up by the COs for being fucked up on K2 because they ep out. They just totally ep out. I seen this dude freeze up and then like, so in Elmira, I was in the kitchen crew. This goes with the K2
right?
shit.
Yeah. So like, it's being. So from my understanding, being a part of the kitchen crew is like where you want to be. Like that's like the best part of.
It gives you something to do when you're in reception because you're 23 and 1. Like you're locked in 23 hours.
Okay.
And you get
So
one.
like get you out and get you about.
Right.
Gotcha.
You work 6 in the morning to 6 at night.
Oh, okay. So you're
So-
yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's just something to do. And so you're in the kitchen crew, and this dude's first day, he's ripping on fucking K2, right?
Like people are doing it like weed. Like it's just like
it's
smoking bowls and like
no,
like it's weed.
Two hits, you're good. 2 hits. If you go
But is
anything
it
over
is
than
it
2,
good? Like you just smoked a joint good?
I don't
or
know.
is it
I was
Well,
always afraid to try
I'm
it.
saying like you just smoked a joint outside, like
Yeah.
and you're fine.
Yeah.
So like these guys are fine, or they're just like
some of them just, like I said, ep out. That's like
epilepsy.
yeah, you know,
Okay.
like because I've seen dudes fucking, totally like freeze up and then like start doing weird shit. Just start walking around like, like,
Really?
dude, total zombie shit sometimes. Yeah.
So people get the wrong impression. Like they think that's what you get when you're doing sub. You just turn into a
yeah.
zombie.
Yeah.
Well, probably the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know, but just fucking, and so this one dude fucking got high in K2 and we just served breakfast. So it's
What time is that in the morning?
I want to say 7:30.
So he's getting fucked up at 8 in the morning.
Oh, dude, he's sitting at the chair, like we're cleaning up, and this dude's just sitting there, fell underneath the table, like totally fucking like
Big guy, little guy,
bigger than you but smaller than me.
like jacked or like
No, just like
Just normal sized
Yeah,
dude?
normal sized dude. But he's like curled up underneath like the serving benches, and he's like he's nonverbal,
Yeah.
he's just shaking and he can't get him up, can't wake him up. He doesn't talk. So like the CEO is getting ready to fucking
they know what's going on.
kinda to a point. If you can handle it,
Right.
they're not gonna. That's in Elmira. But Marcy's a totally different thing. But in Elmira, if you can handle it, they don't give a fuck. So in this one time when this dude was smoked at on the breakfast line and shit, we were walking back to
Before he ate food?
No, we ate.
Oh, I was gonna say, you gotta get fucked up on a full stomach. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, you're a nutritionist. You're like, dude, you gotta do it with a full stomach.
If you don't do drugs on a full stomach, you're a loser.
Dude, if you're doing them on an empty stomach, you got a fucking problem.
Exactly. If you don't do drugs on a full stomach, like, what is wrong with you?
Fucking guy. Take this guy.
That's right. I think I'd do good.
Yeah. No.
Give me the K2. Let me try it.
So, no. That shit. Wow. No.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're walking back to this like bathhouse. You could shower in it. It's like our break room. There's phones in it. There's 3 showers. And fucking, you sit there until lunch, right? And we're walking back to the break room, and this dude comes out from behind me. We got him to walk,
Right.
Comes out from behind me. The CO's in front of me. Punches the CO in the back of the head.
Oh, the kid did?
Yeah, the dude because
he just didn't know what was going on, or he just
he just did it. I guess that's K2 really fucks you up.
Oh yeah. No, I know. I know people that around here. I know people that loved it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he punched the dude in the back of the head. This is probably one of the most traumatic fucking experiences that I've ever witnessed in there. Honestly, it goes back to your question.
Right.
These COs fuck him up for like 45 minutes, almost 50 minutes. Like, they shut the door. Like, they had their way with him, bro.
So it's like, okay, as much as like I hate Sons of Anarchy and how they portray shit, but it's like kind of like that.
In that
sort of sense, right?
Yeah. In that
I hate saying that because of the life that we lived and what we came from, and people like, oh, fucking Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking cool boy.
Big bad Jax Teller.
Yeah, fuck you. But like,
fuck you.
Honestly, I don't know how else to explain it to the people out there.
But
It's almost sort of the same thing when they shut the doors behind you.
In that instance, it was just like that.
Just like that.
They fucked him up for like 45, 50 minutes, man.
That's crazy.
Like,
and he couldn't defend himself because he was fucked up.
I think they broke his arm, to be completely fucking honest with you.
Jesus Christ.
He was screaming, dude.
I bet. But he was fucked up. He didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
And instead of trying to help him and sober him up or whatever, they just...
Well, I mean, when you punch a CO in the back of the head, you kind of ask for it. At that point...
I've seen friends at the bar that are drunk that fucking do the same dumb shit, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Yeah, but that's like the environment thing.
That's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, never mind.
I kind of get
it's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like you got a guy that's a drug addict or he's on drugs. Like he makes it.
It's just
you didn't need to do that.
It just happens so much,
right?
And like I said, that fucking dude getting his tooth knocked out. Like this shit happens all the time. They fucking they'll turn on the hose and like fucking
just spray. So that's
spray
real.
his house. Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Oh, dude, yeah. A lot of the shit that you fucking like watch.
That's real.
It's kind of real.
Well, so we were just.
It's just.
So
it's
Lindsay
just a lot of
Lindsay just walked into the house. What's up, baby?
You.
Oh, she's all brown from the hair down, baby. No more money pieces. Yeah. Well, I said to her earlier. I go, cliches are a saying for. Or I told you that.
Yeah.
Cliches are a saying for a reason because there's some sort of reliability behind it.
Yeah.
They didn't just come up with this saying for no reason.
Right.
And there's got to be some sort of saying behind it for it to have some sort of stature. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's the same thing. Like you just said, he sprayed him with a hose. Like you see it all over the world. Like shows, the internet, everything. Somebody's spraying some inmate with a hose.
It's got to be.
So that's a real thing. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, dude. Soaked his whole bed, dude. He had to sleep on a fucking like drenched bed for like 4 or 5 nights.
Oh.
And then when I went to Elmira, the first week I was there, we were locked down because there was a riot and like 3 people died. So like we couldn't come out of our cells. No showers. I didn't shower for 22 fucking days.
How bad did you smell?
it wasn't that bad because like you got your sink and shit, you know.
So you just did like pits and like a
Dude.
hoe shower. Just a nice little hoe shower.
Yeah, bars of soap. They give you bars of soap. You know, you got a bird bath.
Okay, so when you went to Elmira, were you had your own cell or no?
Yeah, in Elmira you have your own cell because that's a max.
Damn, that's wild.
So when you go to a medium, it's a dorm style.
Yeah.
So you get 50 dudes in one fucking house. So like 50.
I don't want to live with Lindsay.
Right, dude. That's why I come home and I'm just sitting in my garage, dude. I'm just, you know.
I couldn't imagine, dude. I have such bad OCD that like, there's no like I would be in that situation of 50 guys in one thing. I would stand up and be like, fucking clean yourself now. I would freak the fuck
happens.
out, and I would fight all of you.
That happens.
I don't care if you kill me,
Bro.
wipe your ass.
Bro.
Wipe your shit down. If you don't, I will kill you even though you just tried to kill me.
We fucking we called out a few people for not showering
Oh my dude, I'd kill him.
because
I don't-
this was in Marcy, you know.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Where we put them on blast. 37 beds, fucking disgusting.
Oh,
Clean your fucking shit.
fuck that, dude.
Because like, you know,
You
whatever.
dirty bird.
37 bed. That's what I was.
So you weren't showering, you dirty
No,
motherfucker.
I showered all the time.
Oh.
But
I was gonna
yeah,
say, I know you're a clean boy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he's been up for 4 days, he's still taking a shower.
I love how you wrap it right back around. to
That's right,
fucking-
baby. That's why I do the podcast.
Yeah, you're good at it, bud. You're good. Fucking yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, Marcy, you know, it was a lot different than because in Elmira you could fucking lock in your cell and be by yourself.
Really? So
Not-
you could just shut off the world
Yeah,
and just not have to deal with anything.
In Elmira, they have radio ports. You like 3 ports on the wall you could plug your headphones into.
Really?
And there's something playing on it at all times.
No shit.
Whether it be whatever music.
So you don't go crazy.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah, there's like a TV channel. You can listen to the TV.
Right.
You know.
Okay, so let's fast forward. So you do a year and a half. We just listened to a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you know you're leaving? And how excited are you? How do you know you're leaving? Like, explain that one.
Okay. So when I'm getting ready to come home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't. I don't think they just come in. Do they tell you before?
So
Or is it like
I had to go to because like I said, I could either do any time in between a year and a half and 3 years.
right? Oh, I know. I remember.
Yeah. So I have a parole board. You know, you have to go in front of a parole panel.
I hope you guys are watching because he's the best.
Thank you. You know, Amanda put in a good recommendation, said I was a good father for the parole board.
Do you know that makes her look crazy? Just so you know.
She's a good one.
I'm just telling you.
She's a good mama. Shout out.
She probably
She's a good
shouldn't have
mama.
done that.
What,
But
It's
anyway.
whatever. Anyway. So you... all my...
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. So... Yeah, you go in front of a parole board and like a not a Venmo meeting, but like a fucking video conference.
Oh, like a FaceTime, Zoom shit.
Zoom shit, yeah. They ask you a bunch of questions, and then they have up to a week to get you your decision whether they're gonna give you
Release you or make you
release
stay.
you. Right. Because if they make you stay, you get a parole board like every 6 or 9 months or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know. And I was really hesitant on whether they're gonna let me go or not because I didn't have like the right amount of programs or anything in. You know, I completed substance abuse treatment and shit in there, but you know, again, goes back to fucking. It's just a money grab.
Right.
You know, it's not about the message. It's about the not about the messenger, but the message.
Yeah.
So, I took that shit seriously. But when they're so you get the decision in the mail of like
How do you get it in the mail? You're in prison.
they
You got a mailbox?
No, they hand out the mail.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So they put the
3:30.
flag up. They're like, "Hey, Steve, you got something here."
Yeah.
Like, what the
No, they go to like all the cubes, or they have you come up.
So you have to sit there and wait?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Prison is a lot of waiting, dude. You should have seen it the day I got out. Oh my God.
That's what I'm asking you. That's what this question is.
Oh, I thought you meant,
know, that's
like,
what
how
I'm
do you
saying.
know
Like,
when you're getting
Yeah,
out?
how do you know? Like, how the
All
fuck
right,
was it?
So you get a thing in the mail with a date that says you're leaving, right? So you kind of have time to prepare and everything.
You have to hide it from people because I've heard that
Yeah,
the
like-
second somebody finds out you're trying to leave, they're gonna fuck you up and make you try to fuck up your.
It's like that in like certain dorms. But excuse me, I was always I stuck to myself. I was a good inmate.
Good inmate.
You
Yeah.
know, fucking. So they put me in the good dorms and shit. You know, you didn't really have to worry about that in the dorms. But if you went out to the rec yard with everybody out there, then yeah, you definitely gotta. Because especially if you're doing shady shit in prison, I never did shady shit, you know. But the people who do shady shit, they're the ones that getting shit on right back.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you fucked over someone 2 years ago, they're gonna remember it.
Right. Yeah.
They're gonna go to the yard.
So you're just like this guy in the shadows, and like nobody's out for you. They're just like, whatever.
You know, to a certain extent.
like
you know,
he held his own.
right. You know,
He needs
he's
to
not
get
a
the fuck.
bitch,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
He needs to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And you know, I had a good relationship with Latin King, with fucking like I had different.
Sorry.
I had a different. I had good relationship.
Cut that name out, please, Keith. Don't just. You need to cut that name out, please.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, cut that name out.
So I had a good relationship with different
Okay.
gangs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and they all kind of looked out for me in a way. They're always like, oh, you know, like,
How? Look at you.
well, because
With our background, are you kidding me?
there's always a bigger
What
dog
the
in the.
fuck, dude?
There's always a bigger dog in the court, though.
Oh
you know?
my god! I'm
So-
sorry. You're driving me crazy right now. What the fuck? Oh, we're gonna have to talk off camera.
So, well, he just put in a word, you know, in the other dorms and shit. When
Yeah.
I was moving, you know what I mean? They're like, this dude's cool.
Yeah.
You know, don't fuck with him. Shit like that. And but yeah, I mean, I just did my time, and you know, I didn't make waves in there. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I didn't think you would, but so how did that?
So the day that you get out, you get ready at like 6. You're giving shit out for like a week before, right?
Oh, so you know ahead of time because you got that piece of paper. And
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah, and unless you fuck up royally, like
Right.
you're going home.
Okay.
Like once you get that date, you're going home. So, you know, I'm giving shit out, and I would get to the morning, and you're just fucking anxious, dude. Your cube is bare. You don't have any fucking more food. You don't have, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're just waiting, anxious, you know, waiting.
Yeah.
And they call you. They called me at 8:00 to go down to the draft room, which is where they bring every new inmate.
Right.
And put us in the holding cells. We're there for like fucking till 9:30, just sitting there, right? They finally give us our going out clothes, which is like a pair of khaki pants and a white button up.
Fucking straight cholo, baby.
Dude, I felt, yeah.
I would have loved it.
Fucking, of course, none of it fit, you know. But I mean, so
Straight cholo, baby.
so you get dressed and then you're waiting more. Then you have to do more processing and bullshit, and it was just.
That's crazy, dude. The whole release thing
I didn't
in jail is wild.
Yeah, I started at 8:00. I didn't get out until noon. Just, you know, just fucking waiting.
Right, yeah,
for-
there's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the whole time you're anxious. You're anxious as fuck.
I can't imagine. It's got to
You're
be
like,
the
right
worst
there's the
fucking
front,
feeling.
like-
You're like, I'm right there.
like, technically, I'm free.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm free, and if I run, I'm not.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, dude. I could never even fucking imagine that shit.
Yeah, it was an experience. You know, like I said, I tried to take the best out of it. You know, fucking make my life better. I want to make my kids' lives better.
I mean, dude, you're alive and you're here and you're telling the story.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah. I mean, you know, there's a lot of shit that goes into what I want too. You know, so I got a lot of shit to do. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I'm
need-
going to therapy. And
Like I
everything.
told you earlier, dude, you need to love yourself before you can love other people.
Yes.
And I think that's the gayest thing in the fucking world. But
it's not the first time somebody's told me that.
Listen, ask Lindsay, dude. It took so much for me. I mean, I didn't love myself when I met Lindsay.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, here's some other hoe that I'm gonna bang for the next how many months. No, she knows. She fucking knows. Like, here's
Get
some
me all
other,
bashful.
yeah, she knows. Here's some other hoe that I'm gonna bang for the next however many months, and then we fall in love, and then like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine my life without her. And like, here's my best friend.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine it.
Yeah.
And like all the things we've gone through, and like she's made me grow so much as a person. It's
Right,
not-
right.
it's- what do you say all the time? She says a bunch of dumb shit. She loves reading them memes.
Yeah. I hate the fucking memes.
Every morning in the she'd be like, "Oh, read off some dumb meme to me," and I'm just like, "Fuck you." I don't know what the fuck that means. What, you and your memes?
Send you a dumb meme every single day.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate them.
Right. That's literally what I just said.
I do it anyway.
I said I needed to learn to love myself, and you're the one that helped me do that.
I'm glad I could help it.
Yeah,
It's
you're
so
the
cute.
best.
You guys are so cute.
I really am. I'm so great.
She just dyed her hair. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like
I really can't see it, honestly, because the lights are so bright. I can't see shit right now.
it. Looks great.
But how many minutes we got?
2 hours and 8 minutes.
Oh, let's shut it down. I'm done.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
What does the camera say? Oh, that doesn't even give the right time.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's still recording, though? All right. You're done?
Yeah, we could shut it down.
I mean, dude, you have overcome.
I'm leaving.
Where the fuck are you going?
Walk the dog.
Oh, okay. Well, don't say that. Oh, I'm leaving. You just said, oh, I'm leaving on camera.
You're insecure as
Get
fuck.
the
You're
fuck
like
out of here. Where are you going?
I texted you. My sister is actually picking me up.
she's
Read your phone. I texted you.
Oh.
There's a venue thing at the Frankfurt Marina. There's a bunch of venues.
Oh, and you think you're leaving?
My sister goes, Marty. My husband will go with me. Will you go with me?
Oh, but I'm not allowed to leave.
You can go with me.
Oh, okay. There it is.
To the party.
Just go do some cute stuff with your girlfriend.
All right, we're going to shut this shit down. I'm glad. Listen,
Yeah.
you have done amazing for yourself. I'm so glad you've come on this show. I mean, what you have accomplished. I mean, I don't know if I could, because I think if I went the route that you did, it would have made me think. I mean, you know me.
Yeah.
And you know how
Yeah.
fucking crazy I am. I think it would have fueled that craziness.
It would have been a
It
fucking
would death
snowball.
sentence. It would have
It
been a
would-
death sentence
Yeah.
for me, and I would have been like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill people. I'm gonna do stupid shit
Yeah.
because of where I was in my life and
Yeah.
who I was with and all that shit." And it's just like, I'm glad that I got out when I got out, and then
Yeah.
just to sit here and interview you after you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Well, thank you. Dude.
I don't even have words. I
Yeah.
really don't, because like I don't know how to show my appreciation to you for coming on this show.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dumbass internet show that some fucking retards listen to, and like
Some
dude,
cool fucking
yeah,
retards.
you guys are great. I'm sorry. I don't
Fucking
mean that.
idiot.
You know, but you put it all out there, and you fucking. I told Lindsay the other day, I was just like, dude, the rapport that we have on camera is so good. I'm like, I want him to be on every episode.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Dude, it's been my pleasure.
I
man.
love you so much, buddy.
I love you too, man.
And I mean, I know we're just abruptly fucking doing this because Lindsay just got home, but like,
yeah, it's all good, man.
you kind of got the idea of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is probably going to be a 4-episode series. So
Yeah.
he just did fucking 2 episodes before that. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not going anywhere. So I hope you guys enjoy listening to Steve. Check him out
Yeah.
on all the social media. I mean, you can plug whatever you want. Like,
I don't.
what is your social media? I don't even know.
Don't find me on social media. Just leave me alone. Like, just leave me alone.
All right. Well,
But I'm
guys-
Steve Chrisman.
Yeah. So this has been the Talking Shit with B-Rag podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Follow the Instagram page. The YouTube page. Go follow the YouTube page. We need you guys.
Subscribe.
All you got to do is subscribe to that YouTube page. It helps us out a ton. We love you guys. And until next time,
Peace.